Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, the Two Opinionated podcast could really use your help. And it's easy, it's free. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, imdb.com, named us a top 100 podcast. We came in at number 82. That's a big deal because there's 15 million podcasts and growing. So to be named to anybody's top 100 list, pretty big deal for us. And the way you can help is to go to imdb.com, look up the Two Opinionated podcast, and that's it. Just bringing our page up. That traffic really helps us out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. All we ask is that you subscribe. It's also free, but that really helps us to attract these amazing guests that we keep bringing on the program. And that's it. Two easy ways for you to support us, and we would really appreciate the help. Now let's get to that interview. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I've got singer Lily Lane with me. So welcome, Lily.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to talk with you. I'll tell you why. My wife works for Live Nation. So she's,
Okay.
we tend to go to a lot of shows. I was telling you about a few of them off camera. So this weekend, we went to a festival in Ashland, Kentucky called Healing Appalachia, which is amazing. If you ever get a chance to do that, it's a really good festival. But, between acts, so you've got acts coming out. You're there all day for the whole week,
Yeah.
So you got different acts. Between acts, we're playing your music. I bet we had 50 people around us dancing around to your music. It was amazing. It was because
Yeah, that's
I
so
like to do
nice.
that when I've got somebody coming on. I want to listen to their music, and we're like, we're at a music festival. We'll just play it. So we had a
Wow.
blast in that Healing Appalachia.
Oh my gosh. Go Appalachia. That's amazing. I love it. I wish I'd been there.
I know you should. Well, it played
I
really
know.
well. They were asking who this
Well,
was.
next year maybe I'll be there in person.
Ooh, I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah, me too.
Well, and it's actually the second time that I've had with your music. The first,
Mm.
my brother's youngest son, my nephew, got married. Let's see, July. He got married in July.
Mhm.
High school sweetheart. He just turned 21, just graduated college.
Oh my gosh, he just turned 21 and he's getting married.
Yeah, he's already married. He got married in July. He got,
What a lucky
well,
person
and
to find the love of
they've
their
been
life so
together,
young.
for years, and they're the cutest couple. But
Oh,
they played "I Do" at their wedding reception.
yeah. I love to hear it. Congratulations also to the family. That's
Yeah, it
amazing.
was pretty good. It was pretty good. But yeah, they played the song, which was the first time I had heard that one. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Woo!
That's pretty good. But then, yeah, when I
Thank you.
was listening to your music, it came back on. I was like, I know that one.
You're like, this is her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a. Do you get that a lot with "I Do" that
um,
people use it at their weddings?
I only released it a year ago on my wedding.
Oh,
So
congrats!
thank you. So since then I've had a couple people, but yeah, like I love wedding music. I'm like a big, there's certain songs that always get played at weddings.
Yes.
At Last, certain Bruno Mars songs. And those are kind of like that's kind of the music, wedding music is kind of the music I try and listen to all the time. It puts me in such a good mood.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like
What's
just the
the what's
best
the Elvis
classic love
song?
songs.
What's the Elvis song? You know,
I
Washington
can't
County?
help falling in love with
Yes,
you.
that one always
So
plays.
good.
Yeah, it's so good.
So good. I also like it's by Natalie. It's like L is for the way you look
Oh yeah,
at
I love that
me.
song.
I love that song. Any excuse for me to play songs in that vein. And it's so nice because it's all ages. Like a wedding dance floor is really the true test of if your music is more than just like niche because there's people from all
That's right.
generations. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so that
that is true. Like if you have the young ones and the older generation kind of dancing around, you may have something there.
yeah. And at weddings, sometimes when a song comes on and it's very specific to one generation, you'll see like the mass exodus of
Right.
the older people off the dance floor or the younger people. And so hopefully my goal was for I Do to be one that everyone stays on the dance floor for. Everyone grabs someone
Well, it
special.
worked at their wedding because that dance floor was
Yes.
packed.
Thank you. I love to hear that.
Well, so Lily, let me back us up a little bit. Let's start this way.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about what got you into music, because obviously that's a difficult profession to kind of
Yeah.
make a living at. What got you into that?
Um Probably just like having the audacity and no fear as a child to really like when you're younger and people tell you you can do whatever you want. I
Yeah.
suppose I like really took that to heart. And when everyone else was saying they wanted to be like an astronaut and like every year what people wanted to do would change and mine would stay the same. So I have things from when I was like 3 and our homework was to like go home and have your mom write what you want to be when you grow up and your favorite color and all that stuff. And unfortunately, my favorite color has always been red and I've always wanted to be a singer. So, um, yeah, I don't know what gave me the chutzpah to think that this was something that I could do, but I kind of just refused to take no as an answer.
Well, yeah, that's a great way to be. I mean,
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
know that you're passionate about something, you got to kind of ignore all the people that tell you, maybe you should try something.
yeah. And I understand it's like a lot of like well-meaning people
That's
who
right.
are like, it would be really great if you had like health insurance.
That's right.
Like
They just want to know
so
your backup plan. That's all.
exactly. So I get that, but I went to Clive Davis Institute of Recorded
Oh,
Music at NYU. It was really important for my parents when I graduated from high school that I apply to college.
sure.
So I was like, okay, great. Where's a college? Like, where's Pop Star College? And that was kind of the closest I got. And there are so many talented people that I went to school with, and a lot of them are hugely successful now. But what I noticed is the ones that aren't successful now are the ones who just stopped.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
like
they
the
kind
only,
of chose to walk away.
yeah. And I think it's a pretty small program. At NYU, Clive Davis, it has like Maggie Rogers in it. It was like Carrie Fletcher, Topaz
Ooh.
Jones, like a lot of amazing artists,
Yeah.
but there's only about 20 to 40 of us per class. So all the people that like I haven't mentioned are just people who simply stopped doing music. Like
Yeah.
it really is just the industry is so wild in that there's so many reasons and times that people say no to you. If you let that stop you, you will stop.
Yeah. I completely believe it. It's a lot like the entertainment business in that way.
Oh, a hundred
Yeah,
percent,
you're going to
a
get
hundred,
no's 90% of the time if you're doing
exactly.
well.
And there's so many amazing also with acting. My cousin, Catherine Hughes, she's an actress. She's on the TV show Tell Me Lies on Hulu,
Oh,
and she's
yeah.
amazing. But she, for so many years, was doing auditions, and if she had stopped because she hadn't got an audition, she now wouldn't be on the show. There are people who have their breakout roles at 60.
That's right.
Sia's first hit song was at 41. There's so many people that I think are so talented that I would have loved to see turn into huge artists that only aren't huge artists because they stopped. And I will not let that happen to myself. And I'm totally okay with if my time to be a massive artist is like a fine painter and it doesn't happen till after I pass away, or it happens when I'm 50. I'm totally prepared because I know that this is my purpose and I'm
That's
not
right.
taking no for an answer. And I hope more other people do that too, because there are so many talented people that are not in this industry anymore because the industry wasn't kind to them, but they still have this beautiful talent. And I think it's really important to create that art if you're given that talent, even if you don't necessarily share it with 100 million people.
Completely agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to waste talent because you have it for a
Yeah,
reason. And
I agree.
at a minimum, you need to be doing something that's beneficial to yourself, even if it's just for you.
Yeah. And even like one of my best friends, that Kaylee, that I went to, also went to NYU with me. It's Clive Davis, could have been a huge musician. and she's just singing to her baby now. But as long as I know that she still has music, that she's still
Yeah.
using that gift for something, I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because, at some point in the future, I'm sure with the way AI and everything is going, at some point, I'm sure people won't be the ones creating art or singing or at some point. So I just feel like while we all still remember what it's like to like do things and create things without the internet and
Right.
with just
The
our
hard way.
natural God-given talent, I encourage everyone to use that talent because
Yeah,
I'm listening. I'm listening, even if no one else
that's
is. You know
right.
what I mean?
Did you have to try out to get into that program? I'm assuming it's kind
Yeah,
of elective.
yeah, yeah. You did have to try out to get into it.
Did you do it in person?
First I had to send in a video.
Yeah.
I had to send in like recordings, but at the time, like I was in high school, I hadn't really recorded anything. So if I listened to it back, I would cringe. But at the time, I thought I thought I was Joss Stone. And someone in admissions agreed with
Well, they
me.
agreed. Yeah, they let you
Yeah,
in.
I will always thank them for that. because that fed my young delusional confidence enough that I'm here.
Do they when they have an alum that becomes successful, do they do anything for them? Like, is your picture up on the wall, anything like that?
Because it's such a small program, when you first get there, everyone gets their picture taken, and then those pictures are still on the wall. I think the inaugural class was like 2005 or
Oh
2007,
yeah.
and there were when I left, there were still the pictures up. Actually, I just saw on Instagram recently there are two producers that were in my class, and they make up a production duo called Take a Day Trip, and
Yep.
they're amazing, and they're such nice guys, and they're now the new artists and residences at our college. It like was just
Amazing.
announced today. So yeah, so they're going back to teach. So that yes, Clive Davis department is really good at getting their alumni back and like involved. And
I love that.
yeah, and they have so many amazing alumni like Day Trip that are going back to do that. So, hopefully one day it'll be my turn.
I'm kind of thinking we need to get you to Radio City.
Oh, me too. Me too. That's for sure on the bucket list. What an amazing venue. And
Oh, it is.
I've seen like some of my all-time favorite performers at Radio City. I've seen Mariah Carey,
Oh,
Kelly Clarkson,
wow.
and Adele. I saw Adele there.
I mean, the acoustics are so good in that
Oh
building.
my god, yeah. But also just like something about the history of it,
Yeah.
and
Well, and it's
there's something,
beautiful too.
oh, stunning.
We were really lucky because we stayed at a Hilton across the street. So we just
Oh,
walked
nice.
out and
That's a
walked across
great
the street.
area too.
It
Yeah,
is
you walk outside, you're in the middle of everything.
everything.
Yeah, how
Which, yeah,
wonderful.
and if you're not averse to people, it's pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you don't like
I
crowds,
am
I'd
not.
suggest staying
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah. Hey, the pandemic almost put me off crowds,
I know we're
but
all
no, I'm back.
slowly getting back.
Yeah,
Slowly.
it wasn't quite an adjustment, but I think I haven't said no to a big gathering in a while, so I think I'm back in it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
We're recovering.
definitely. And I have some good
Only 5 years.
yeah, it did take me a while, yeah. But I have some good concerts coming up, and some things you just can't. Like I haven't been to Barclays in a while. I'm going to see Renee rap at Barclays, and that's someone
Ooh.
else who just has such a voice.
Oh, she's got a terrific voice. Very good actress too.
Oh yeah, but I wish I'd seen her on Broadway.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now I'm back. I just moved back to New York this year from LA where I was for a couple of years, and now any excuse I have, I'm going to a show. I just saw Six on Broadway. Just
Wow.
like, yeah, so
I know
good.
you're right in the
And
middle of it. You might as well take advantage.
I feel so lucky every day being back here. And LA was great, but this is like, I don't know, New York keeps me
Yeah.
like happy and alive in a way that I don't have when I'm spending a couple hours a day driving in my car in LA.
Right. Right. Well, and that's the downside. I love LA. Love it.
Yeah.
But the downside is traffic.
Yeah, I'm going back in a couple weeks because I have some
I just
shows,
got
but
back from LA.
I'm dreading renting a car.
Yeah. Well, and we never do. We just
Yeah.
Uber everywhere because
Oh,
it's such a pain. You know,
yeah.
parking and trying to get through the traffic. I'd rather just let somebody that's used to it
If
deal.
I didn't have equipment, I would definitely
Yeah,
just
well, yeah,
Uber.
that's the thing. You can't
Yeah.
lug a bunch of stuff
That's my
around.
bummer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you've got a new song that came out a few weeks back. What's the name
Yes.
of it?
Okay, the name is Reciprocation, and the music video is actually coming out on Friday. And I love
Ooh,
this song. This song, if
it's a
last
beautiful
year,
song.
thank you. Last year I released a song called Where Have You Been All My Life? And it got a lot of comparisons to Kelly Clarkson. And that was the first time where I was like, wait, maybe I can write a song inspired by someone and actually have people make that connection. So
Yeah,
this song was my attempt to uh, capture like that Motown Aretha Franklin-y spirit.
yeah,
I was listening to a lot of Carole King written songs when I wrote this. And of course, the greatest pop song of all time, Respect by Aretha
yeah.
Franklin.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that because when I was listening to it, I told my wife I was like, it kind of reminds me of kind of a Motown type of situation. So now because I'm not the most musically inclined, I enjoy it, not musical. So when I have an observation, I'm like, it's probably wrong. So that makes me feel good that
No, that was totally spot on, and that makes me feel good too that you got that out of it.
you know,
Because I've always loved Motown music, and I've always thought that Motown written songs are just like so well written with the harmonies and
agreed.
they're just so good. And I think especially I've seen so many like remakes. Have you noticed a lot of artists come out and they'll do like a remake of an older song that was already a hit? I think that's super interesting that there are these specific songs that are timeless enough that you could use the lyrics and melody and just change the production
Yeah,
and have it
that
be
just shows you
relevant
how
in.
good a song it is.
So that was my goal with this record, the Domesticated EP and the song Reciprocation. It was my hope is that the songs on this record could be relevant and enjoyed in any era. And I tried to use some real instruments so that it could feel that you couldn't, when you hear it, you don't necessarily think, oh, this is a song from 2025.
Right. Right. I love that. Yeah. And you don't.
Thank you.
You know, that was one of the things that I got from. Yes, it it could definitely be a song for now, but it had that kind of old timey feel to me, and kind of that swagger that you had with Motown, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Like
thank you so much.
when you heard a Motown song, you knew where it was
Yeah.
coming from.
100%. Yeah, you knew Phil Spector was creating that
Right.
wall of sound. When you hear it, you're like, whoa.
Is
So
is
that was my goal.
domesticated? Is that one's not out yet? That's the EP. When's it coming out?
Domesticated, the title track of the EP is out. It was the first single off this
Okay.
record, but the EP is also called Domesticated because I'm super literal and because like most artists, each era of my life or each project I've written is very tied to like an era of my life. And this is basically all the songs I've written since I got married. So
Yeah,
this is
you're
like
still in
my
the honeymoon stage.
I certainly am. I certainly am. We're still in our first year and I
Yeah.
love it. But it's the name domesticated, it's also kind of tongue in cheek because when you think of like a domesticated animal, you almost think of like a trap. Like when you think of, and also before you're married, when you think of domestication, you think of like losing something or
Right.
settling
You're
down.
losing some of your freedom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I want people to think that going into the domesticated EP and hear it and think, "Oh, this girl has not lost anything. In fact,
Yeah.
she's gained a lot of she's gained a lot." And I this EP, I think I got worried. A lot of my biggest songs have been like breakup songs, and I got
Yeah.
worried that once I was married and had some stability in my life, that I wouldn't be able to write like tumultuous,
Right.
dramatic,
The heart wrenching
and
stuff.
exactly. And unfortunately, for me and everyone who thinks marriage is happily ever after, it's wonderful, but you're also not happy forever. Like you can also still tap into, if you can still tap into all the emotions that wrote those heart-wrenching
Right.
songs. You're just not drowning in it anymore. You know what I mean?
That's a really good way to say that. I mean, the best marriages, I think, or best partnerships are ones where you make each other better. You know,
Yeah.
you don't you don't restrict each other. You actually bring the best out of each other. So
Yeah.
if you have a musical talent, then you know you would it would be kind of emphasized a little bit
Yeah.
because of the partnership and not taken away from it. If that makes any sense.
No, 100%. And I feel that as well. I'm lucky that my husband is also a creative.
Yes.
He's a filmmaker and a writer, and he films a lot of my videos with me. He's actually going to be in his Lily Cinematic Universe acting debut is in the Reciprocation video that
Oh,
comes
it's
out
exciting.
Friday. Yeah, and he's filmed a lot for me, so it was actually really fun seeing him in front of the camera and getting to be behind the camera for that. He starred in a TV show that he wrote on Comedy Central for a couple seasons, but that was before we met, so I've never got to see him like in front of the camera.
What was the name of
So
the show?
it was called Legends of Chamberlain Heights.
Oh, I know that show.
Yeah, that my husband was the creator of that, and he also was the voice of quite a few of the characters in it. But I never got to the show ended before we even met,
Yeah,
so I haven't seen him in like in front of the camera mode. So it was really fun, and I think he's really fun in the video.
well, yeah, he's talented.
Yeah, he certainly is. But and it was yeah. And I like being behind the camera because of him. I've learned to um edit and color correct
That's
and do all
right.
these things that I used to have to wait for other people or hire someone for, but now it's kind of like part of my skill set so that I don't have to um be limited when it comes
Right.
to making videos or making visuals. If we have an idea, we can shoot it, and now I can just edit it and get it ready. So
That's
it's
a good
pretty.
feeling.
It really is. It really really is. It's the same thing that happened in 2020 when I went into lockdown. I kind of taught myself how to produce because
Yeah.
it was a
We had the
skill that
time.
yeah, and it came out of necessity. I couldn't go see a bunch of different producers. We were all
Right.
quarantined. So it was this is another thing kind of out of necessity. I can't hire a bunch of people and have a big crew and do big music videos every time I release songs. I just don't have like the major label budget for that. But with this kind of new skills, I'm able
Right.
to have a higher output and like lower upfront costs with it. And like so much freedom. It's been really wonderful to edit my own videos because I'm able to totally disconnect from my body and my and the way I look. Like I'm not
Right.
at all when I get a video edit from someone else, I'm looking at it to make sure the video is what I want, but I'm also, do I look okay? Like kind of
Sure.
silly things like that. And when I'm editing it myself, I'm not thinking about that at all because I'm so immune to like looking at myself. It's actually been super wonderful.
Yeah, that's actually that's a really good
Yeah.
skill to have. You may be able to use that helping somebody else at some
A
point.
100%, 100%. I one of my best friends, Abigail Breslin, she came out with a Christmas song last year, and I edited the little canvas for her. It's just fun. It's fun and creative, and you know, I'm a singer, so a lot of the time I'm making noise. But when I can't make noise, it's nice to have a creative outlet to
Yes.
quietly do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm sure everyone else
Abigail's
loves when I'm quiet
terrific.
too.
That's neat that you're. I've interviewed her brother Spencer.
Oh, Spencer's a wonderful musician as
Yeah,
well.
he is. He really
Yeah,
talented.
wow. Really great voice.
Yeah, yeah, and a talented actor as well.
Yeah, but their whole family is super super talented. There's not a thing that that girl can't do. She was in my wedding, she was in my bridal party, and I was in her bridal party. She's been a friend for a
Amazing.
long time. She's amazing. but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be able to like help people with stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's really neat.
yeah,
Well, and you
yeah,
come from a pretty musical family as well. You've got a lot of people
yeah.
in your family that are musicians, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And I also think, yeah, my older brother Tucker is a pretty well-known EDM musician. But
Yeah,
my oldest brother Ian is also like an amazing singer. He's a father of two kids, and he's not in the
yeah.
music industry at all. But he is like also a very talented um, musician.
See, that's the one, you got to grab him to sing
Yeah,
with
I
you on
know.
something.
I know. At some point, maybe we'll all do something
I
together.
think that'd be neat.
Yeah, it would be that would be so fun if I could convince Ian to do it, then I would totally I'd fly. I'd stay up late for whatever Tucker needed me to. He and I have like totally opposite schedules. He's like very much a late night. They're always playing in clubs, and I'm
Yeah.
like in bed by 10 p.m.
You're up early
And
working.
yeah, exactly. And then Ian, our oldest brother, he's up even earlier because he has two little kids and a 9 to 5. So, but no, I'm sure at some point we would all be awake at the same time and could make it happen.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
I
It'd
hope
be
that
like when we were
happens.
kids. Yeah, when we were kids driving to school, all singing the same songs. Yeah.
Does either of your parents sing?
No, my parents don't do music at all.
That's
And like,
interesting.
yeah, and my mom used to say that she didn't even like music. Just like such a like who says they don't even like music and then they wind up with 2 out of 3 kids as musicians. Like
That's
that's
kind of hilarious.
yeah, she did it to herself.
Somebody up there is laughing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Any desire on your part to try acting at some point?
Um, I'm 6 feet tall.
Are you really?
Yes. So,
That's pretty
I
tall.
I know. So I think there are only like a few roles that I could ever play, and most of them would be like the giant. And I would be
Yeah.
happy to do that. I would be happy at some point to do that, but I think for 6 feet tall women, there like aren't that many roles. I also feel like I at 30 have just mastered being me.
Yeah.
So I think I'd like to like stick with me for a while. But my cousin, who is an amazing actress, she's like 5'4". She looks like she's like me but small, and she's killing it in acting. So
That's the
I
only
feel
thing
like
that kept you from it. That extra half foot.
yeah, maybe I think I was in middle school or something, and I tried out for the play, and I was like in the running for the lead, and then they told me I didn't get it because the guy playing the male lead was like 5'2",
Oh yeah,
and I was
especially
like,
in middle school because guys they develop a little later.
yeah. And I think that was the first
He
time
hadn't
where I
hit the
was like,
growth
oh,
spurt yet.
yeah, I was like, dang, this height thing might be a problem. So that's a good thing about being an artist that I can cast my own music video. I'm never too tall for Lily Lane.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's right. Yeah, you can cast however you can pick whoever you want to be in the video. You can
Ex-
make yourself look short.
exactly. And that's why my 6'5" husband is like such a
Oh, there
great
you go.
actor for me. I look so tiny.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want your partner to be at least on the same
Yeah.
level.
For sure. For sure. And my brother's 6'7" and my other brother's six
You're just a
five or
small
six
group.
six. Yeah. So I think my partner had to be at least our height, or else he'd just get pushed around, or she. Yeah. Like
You'd show up for events and they'd just be hiding behind you.
exactly. Exactly. So I lucked out with that for sure.
How do you write? Like when you write a song, are you just inspired by something? Do you sit down and just say, okay, I'm writing something? Where does the ideas come from?
I have like hundreds of thousands of voice memos in
Yeah.
my phone of just either like little phrases or like little melodies or
Yeah.
just a little bit of something. And sometimes those things, while I'm recording them, will turn into a bigger thing. Or sometimes I'll go to the studio like on the 20th. This is like a very oddly specific. On the 20th, when I land in LA, I am going from the airport to the recording studio so that I have time before I have my shows to record. And I don't have any specific songs ready for that, but I have about 15 voice memos of like
Ooh.
different ideas that are in a folder for that. So I'll get in there with my producer, I'll go through, and each idea is like either a chorus idea with some lyrics and a melody or something. And I'll play it for him and I'll see what
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants to work on, what speaks to him. And then we will expand on that together. But if I'm not in the studio and something comes over me, I'll write a whole song with my I have an electric piano. I'll write down the chords, I'll write the whole song, and then I'll text all my producer friends and say, who can get me in? I gotta do this now. But I think I'm lucky in that I create significantly more voice notes than I have days in the studio or days in
Right.
life. So I always have a couple of things to choose from.
Oh, yeah,
It
that
just
is neat. You've got enough of them in there that, yeah, if you
yeah,
need something, you just
exactly.
go in there and look.
Yeah, and I can scroll back and I have this since I started doing this probably in 2014 when I got
Oh,
my first iPhone.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've been doing it a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, so if I want to scroll back, sometimes I scroll back like 10 years and I'll have a something I didn't use, or I'll realize that there was a lyric or something that I never used that ended up in a song in 2025 that I didn't even realize I had had waiting for me since 2016.
That's amazing. Does that help you with? I know you do a lot of the placements for TV
Yeah,
shows and stuff. Does that help you with that?
definitely. It definitely does because even if I don't have like a lot of the times the things they'll ask for in sync are super vague. For example, I just did a bunch of stuff for Bravo for like The Valley and The Housewives and Married to Medicine. And a lot of the times they'll just say like, we have some classy fabulous women walking on screen and we need like powerful women walking music. And it's like, could anything be more vague than powerful
Yeah.
women walk? Like women could truly powerfully walk to almost anything.
Anything.
Yeah. So then I'll look through my I'll look through all the songs I've ever written. I'll search like keywords.
Yeah.
There was a song, they wanted something that had glitz and glamour in it. So I searched, I had like four songs that had the word glamour in it. And I ended up, yeah, it's a
That's
lot of the songs that I make aren't necessarily songs that I'm like, ooh, this is the Lily Lane song that
right.
needs to be a single and everyone needs to hear it. But I'm like, ooh, this is something really kind of fun that if the right moment for it ever
That's
arises,
right.
I will be ready.
Well, so how does the sync work? Is it like is it you sign up for something or you sign something and then they come to you? Do you put your stuff in a catalog? How does that, how do they know
Some
where to go?
Okay, sometimes it's a little bit of both. Sync is really interesting because when I first started doing sync, um, and I got my first big sync for Pretty Little Liars, it was a song that I had already written that I had not yet put out, but it was going to be my first single, Nothing But Trouble. And I was like playing it to different people in the industry. And someone heard it and sent it to the music supervisor for Pretty Little Liars. And they reached out directly and we did like
Yeah,
a
so that
sync
was just
deal
like directly,
straight
they
with
like, we
them.
love that song, we want to use it.
Yes, exactly. And that was amazing. But then I've had times when, for example, I did the theme song for the trailer of Netflix's show Get Organized with the Home Edit, like a
Yep.
home cleaning show. And they called me and they were like, hey, we need a song that is like similar to this genre. We need it to be about like we need it to be to make sense for like it's a cleaning show. It's a show about bettering your life and bettering your environment.
Yep.
So I ended up writing the song brand new for that, just from what they told me they wanted it to sound like. And they ended up using it, and that ended up being big enough that I was like, you know what, I am going to release this as Lily Lane, and like it's going to be great. And a lot of people found me from it. And like Reese Witherspoon's production company, Hello Sunshine, was the one
Yep.
who made that show. So I got to they made a bunch of playlists, and I got to really push that song with them. And that was fun, but that was a song that didn't even exist until they hit me up
That's
and were like,
amazing.
hey, we need this really specific thing. And then there's stuff like the Housewife Sinks, where I went in with a producer. We wrote a bunch of different jingles that we thought would make sense to them. We signed it to their catalog, the Bravo catalog, and then they go and look in that and get it from there. So there's a lot of different ways you can get syncs, and I've kind of gone all the different ways. I'll kind of, if someone wants to use my music, I'll do what I can to make it happen. I think the coolest thing about sync and about having opportunities like that is your music gets shown to a whole new audience. But also, my goal as a musician has never been to be like, or maybe it was when I was like 12, but as an adult, it's never been to be like, I'm selling out Madison Square
Right.
Garden tomorrow. I'm Taylor Swift. I'm going on like a world tour. I've really just wanted to like make the soundtrack to people's lives. And when they see songs as soundtrack to their favorite shows or whatever, a lot of the times they will think of it as like a soundtrack to their life. They see it being
Yeah.
used to score a dramatic moment. And they will, in turn, when they're creating their dramatic playlist or their uh, confident woman walking
Right.
playlist, they'll put that on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
think
I think that's
it's a neat because the music industry's changed so much. It used to be you'd put your record out, it would get played on the radio, and kind of you would get sales out of that. Now you have to look for new ways, new revenue
yeah,
streams and stuff because we
yeah.
don't have those just massive album sales like we used to.
100%. And syncs don't pay as much as they used to. Like it used to, because there was more of a scarcity of
Right.
professional music and stuff. People would pay a lot more to use songs, but now because so many people can make music and so many different kinds of music, there's so many options. And there's so many TV shows and it's streaming. Syncs are paying less. Um, but there are more opportunities. So
Well, and it gets your music out there.
yeah, 100%, a
Yeah.
100%, and it's so fun. Like, I'm not a huge watcher of every show that I've gotten synced in, um, but some of the shows, and sometimes when you sell it to a catalog and then they use it from the catalog, you don't even know about the sync until after it happens. So I was actually watching the show The Valley and just like I didn't know that that sync had happened yet. I just heard my voice and I was like, wait, why is this?
Yeah, what was
You
that
know, I said to
like?
my husband, I was like, wait, this song, like, why do I like this song? It was me. I was like, dang.
I'm really, really enjoying this song.
Yeah.
That
I was
artist is
like, wow,
talented.
I've never felt this way about this. Like, why is this? He was like, that's you.
Yeah.
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 I was in LA a week ago,
Mhm.
and we went to a kind of an upscale Mexican type of restaurant, and they were filming an episode of The Valley. And we sat by, and that's not a show I watched, so I didn't know the people. We sat behind the couple that was there. They were filming, and we had signed waivers and stuff because
Oh, because you'd be in the background.
we're in the background with
Yeah,
that.
that's so funny. Were
I
they
guess I'm gonna
fighting?
have to watch this show now.
Yeah, exactly. Now all of a sudden I'm locked in because my music's been on it. And it was like a very dramatic moment. There was like a big fight or something when the
Oh,
music came in. And I was like, dang, I can't just watch this clip. Now I need to know what
you need to
caused
know the
this fight.
context.
Exactly. So now I fear that my syncs are not just getting other people into my music. They're also getting me into like way too many TV shows.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking that the universe is pointing me to watching The Valley because now this is the second time it's come up in a week. I'd never heard of this show. Now twice it's come up. So I'm like,
Yeah, the universe might
that's
be
a
telling
sign.
you. Yeah.
I need more
I
Valley
can't
in my life.
Yeah, I can't promise that you will learn a lot from it,
Yeah.
but I can promise that you will be amused. And the music is pretty good.
Well, yes. And I think we at this point we all kind of get the reality TV thing.
Oh
They
yeah.
can be really entertaining. They can also be really terrible, which is also kind of entertaining. Oh, I lost you. I lost your. I can't hear you.
No,
There. Now you're back. Now you're back.
I'm
No,
back.
yeah. Just repeat what you just said. It was just that last sentence or so.
Oh, we were saying about horrible. Sometimes watching horrible people in
Yes,
reality TV is nice because there's no implication outside of the TV
that's
show.
right.
Like it is so nice for me to
The
watch
guilty
like dating.
pleasure.
Yes, watch dating shows where like people's emotions are going crazy and people aren't, and it's like, oh, I don't have to deal with any of the emotional. None of my friends are being treated badly.
That's
Like
right. It
this
doesn't
isn't real.
stress you.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've all signed up for it. Like none of them really think that like I feel like a lot of the especially the like reality TV villains these days, they're producing themselves.
That's
They're playing
right.
a role. You know what I mean?
They're
So
100% playing a role.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is nice because sometimes the news feels like reality TV, except it's actually has not good
I
implications for the
know.
world.
I'm so disappointed in the news because, it was such an important part of everybody's life. When I was growing up,
A
you,
hundred
you
percent.
sat down and watched the evening news as a family, and that was kind of how you
And that's
learned
how
what
you
was
got
going
the
on
yes,
because there was no internet
exactly.
back then. And
Exactly.
now, the news for the most part it's just kind of reality TV people that are just
Yeah.
telling you their opinion. They're not really
It's
reporting the news. I mean, maybe a little, but it's different.
it's
There's no
it,
Walter
no,
Cronkite's out there.
you're 100% right. And it's funny because like, yes, it is the news. So you'd think I used to feel like all news stations were like reporting the same thing because it was the news. But
Right.
now it feels like they're all reporting
It's all
different.
spun different ways
Yeah,
now.
it's so confusing. It's like I understand that it's good that we have all these different options and all these different sources, but I understand why a lot of people are turning to reality TV for
Yeah.
escapism.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I
Yeah.
mean, all we really want from the news is just tell us the news. You don't need to
Yeah.
tell me anything else. Just tell me exactly what happened and I'll make up my own mind. But they don't do that anymore.
That's exactly how I feel. And I wish they did. I wish there was a way that that you could just get the news like that. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm not a politician.
No, no. Well, if the music thing goes well enough, maybe you could transition into that. Work on the
Yeah,
intro for us.
yeah. And my main thing would be we need news. We need at least one news station where they're literally just bullet points
Yeah,
giving us
this is
what
what
happened.
happened today.
Yeah.
No,
This is what
nothing
happened.
else,
This
no
is what's the
comment on
weather.
it. This is what
Yeah.
happened.
Yes. Exactly.
I mean, even our
Exactly.
newspapers, the ones that are left, they're the same. It's just in print,
Yeah.
but it's still spun.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
know. I know. So okay, so we've got uh taking us back. We got
Yeah, sorry.
reciprocation is out now.
Yes. Reciprocation is out now.
Domesticated, the album or the EP is coming out
Yes. In early November.
early November. Okay. Are
Yeah.
are
And
you
we
are
have
you releasing any more singles before then?
yes. Yes. I am releasing, I don't know when this is coming out, but you know what? I'll just say it anyway. I'm releasing, surprise, I'm releasing a song called Don't Stop in 6 days on the 30th.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be close. The 30th is
Yeah.
my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you doing something special?
Yeah, we're going my we had a local chef won like some James Beard Award. So I guess
Oh, okay.
he's a big deal. He's a big deal.
Yeah,
But we're going to
fancy.
his restaurant
Oh,
for
nice.
her birthday. So yeah, my daughter works there. So
Oh, great.
she may not be waiting on us, but she'll be there. So that'll be kind of
Oh,
nice.
that's even better.
Yeah. So it'll be a good we kind of go because our wedding anniversary was the 18th, and then her birthday's the
Mm.
30th, and then my birthday's near the end of October. So we tend to September, October, we just travel. That's kind of our we decided we don't really need a lot of gifts. If we need something, we'll just go buy it. So let's
Yeah, that's
travel.
your celebratory month.
Yeah, we do. It's more of
Yeah.
an experience. But since we're in town on the 30th, I was like, well, let's at least go out to dinner.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. Me and my husband, our birthdays are 6 days apart. And
Oh,
we have a similar thing where we don't necessarily like do anything big for someone's birthday. Just that time of year, we just are
dude.
doing fun things.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just do things.
that's kind of the way we went because we're kind of at that point in our life. If we really want something, we just go get it. But
Yeah.
and it's a little stressful figuring the gift stuff out. But we know we love to spend time together, so we'll go to shows or concerts or we just travel to eat, whatever.
Yeah. Traveling to eat is the best. Travel I don't think there's a more perfect night than food, a concert, and then like being home in bed, snuggling, whether
Yes.
it's your dog or your wife or whoever.
Which
Just like
which
a
brings
nice,
it, I totally agree with that. My only issue is that concerts start too late. Let's start them about 6 o'clock. Let's get home in a decent hour.
you are me. Okay, I was just doing an interview the other day and they asked for the main difference between me and my brother because we're
Yep.
both in music. And my answer was that I'm in bed every night by 10.
Yeah, me
And
too.
his shows don't start till probably after midnight. Like
Yeah.
I have a show this weekend for the 13-year anniversary of this amazing like all-inclusive lingerie brand in New York, and they asked me to perform and I was so excited, but I was also like, oh my gosh, if this is a party, like please don't make this too late because at Fashion Week I went to a club for the first time in 10 years and
Oh,
performed at like probably 10:30 or 11, but I was
were you
exhausted.
yawning?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it was for Crystal Waters had a Harper's Bazaar cover and
Oh
she had a
yeah,
party to celebrate it. And I got to perform one of her songs and then one of my
amazing.
songs. And it was amazing. It was definitely worth staying out for it. But I was also like, holy cow. So I found out that this show this weekend, it's from 6 to 8 p.m. I
Perfect,
know, is that not perfect?
perfect. I
I can
always
even
say it
eat.
because most concerts they have an opening act, maybe two, and then
Yeah.
the main act doesn't come out till about 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Insane. For me, an ideal show starts around sundown
Yes.
and goes for like I want to be on my way home by 9. Is that horrible?
No, I kind of agree with that. At least 10, even though
Yeah.
normally I'm in bed by 10. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Get to bed by 11. That's not terrible for
Yeah.
me, but at least by 10. But it's
Yeah.
never that early.
And people are always late. What is this now? Every time I go to a big show now, it starts so much later than it says it's going to
Yeah.
start.
Well,
Like
it's
what are they
because people
doing
show
back
up
there?
late. I know. I know. I went to my granddaughter's cheerleading competition a week
Oh
or
wow.
two, and she's just 5. She's just little, but her mother's the coach. So they went. So they which competing at 5 is kind of ridiculous, but okay. That's fine. They're learning.
Yeah.
But so they got them out there to do their routine, and they couldn't start because the judges weren't there. The judges had went to Starbucks and hadn't got back yet. So these poor kids, 5-year-olds, they're like 20 minutes standing out there just waiting to start the routine. I was like, this is terrible.
These kids are really learning about the real world in showbiz, like super young. They're like, wow, we really aren't the boss here.
No. And, to their credit, for 5-year-olds, they hung in there pretty good.
Yeah, wow. I don't know
Because,
if at 5 I
normally
had the
they'd be
attention span of
wandering
that.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds fun though. Oh, just a bunch of 5-year-olds hopping around. Kind of sounds fun.
it was pretty great. There's, they just love being out there together.
Yeah.
So you got just a bunch of kids out there and they're hugging around on each other and having little side conversations when they're supposed to be performing and all that. It's kind of great.
Having a team rocks. I forgot because I'm not like a professional athlete or anything. I haven't been on a sports team or anything. But having a team rocks.
Yeah, it does. In whatever
Like,
you're doing,
yeah, it
you got to
really
have a person or several
yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's nice to like share the load, you know?
Yes,
I like being a solo artist because when I go up on stage and I do my thing, like I know I don't have to like count on anyone else. Like I know it's going to be good because I know that I can do it. But
that's right.
it would be nice to have like a team, like
Yeah.
a squad. So when you're not feeling well, that someone else can. But you know, that's another thing about being 6 feet. It's not like I could have been in a girl band.
Well, you could have.
Yeah, but
It'd be
the
a
the
really
the
tall band.
yeah, it'd be like the singular bars. I feel like, is that an old reference? Thank you for getting that. I don't even know
That's
if they even do
funny.
those commercials
Yeah, yeah.
anymore, but
That's
yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
Thanks.
That's what now I kind of want a giant girl band.
Oh my gosh. I when I'm if I have a daughter,
Yes.
she will be massive. And I will not, if her dream is to be in a girl band, I will not let her height stop her for sure.
No, put her in heels.
Promise.
Just really,
Yeah.
really make it
Yeah.
make
Exactly.
it a
Like
thing.
a bunch of Wonder Womans. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Love it.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Now I have the next 50 years planned. We're good.
We're all set. Well, Lily, I appreciate you taking a little bit of time with me. It's been terrific. Your music's amazing. You've got the best voice. I
Thank you so
love it.
much.
Yeah, I hope that I get to see you perform in person at some point. I have to.
Oh, we're gonna make it
We
happen. We're
have
gonna
to.
make it happen. Yeah,
Are
I
you
promise.
are you touring with the new
I
album?
will, yeah, next year, 2026, I will be. And I'll be definitely
Yeah,
making
yeah,
my
you
way
got to let
down
me know
south a
if
bit
you're
for
coming down
sure. I
this.
will.
Of course, I'm happy to come up to New York, but if you're coming down this way,
Yeah. I'll check when you have your New York trips. I'll try and also have a show in New York
oh
then. But
yes,
I'm also going to come down your way for sure.
yeah, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm
Not
ready
that
to get on the
everything needs
road.
to revolve around me, but if it could just a little,
Yeah, but it's nice if it does because then you can be in bed by 10.
that's right. Well, I told you about Healing Appalachia. Uh,
Yes.
the other one that you need to look at is called Mountain Music Festival.
I'm writing them
So
down.
it takes place in Fayetteville, West Virginia. They do it every summer. It's a camping festival. My wife and daughter go every year to camp, but they have the best music at that one, and it's like an hour from where I'm at. So there you go.
Okay, nice.
There you go. You get two festivals now. We got to get you.
Okay, I'm looking into them. We're getting on it.
I think it'd be good fits for you.
Okay, I will let them know you said that when I reach
Yeah.
out.
Say this podcaster in West Virginia says
Yeah.
that I should be in this. So
And
yeah,
he
just
was
throw my name
there.
out there.
So
I'm sure it'll
he was
help.
there. And his daughter and his wife go. That's three people that I can
That's right.
reference.
You can wrap them in. I should ask, do you you mentioned piano. Do you play any instruments?
I do, but not when I perform, unless I'm doing like an acoustic show and
Yeah,
for whatever reason. But when I perform, I like to have a band and I like to be able to like run
yeah.
around.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I get
But
that.
in the studio, if we need me to lay down the keys, I will certainly lay down the keys. And if I'm at home and need to do a whole song, I can
You can do it.
figure out the chords. Yeah, I can figure. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. I assumed that you probably at least piano or a keyboard you
Yeah.
to help you writing your
Yeah,
music. But yeah,
for sure. It's
that's
an
pretty good.
I know it enough, but it's also like I think I think I'm an excellent singer. So I would also want someone who considers themselves an excellent musician to be, you know what I mean? I feel like if I'm not the best at something, I will find the person who is so that they can,
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean?
I totally get what you're
I know
saying.
where my strengths are.
Yes. Well, and that's so important. Yeah, you got to know well not just your strengths but your weaknesses too.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
kind of overcome that. My youngest is a musician and
Oh my gosh.
crazy talented. I mean, the like he joined a drum corps when he was in high school,
Oh
and
wow.
he played drums, but they didn't need any more drummers. So they asked him to play trumpet. So he took the trumpet home and came back the next day
Wow.
and played it for him. And they put him in the band. He can play any instrument. If you give him an
Oh
hour,
my goodness.
it's crazy. I just, and he's, he does that. And I'm sure you do this some too, where he'll write music, play all the instruments individually, and then kind of layer them on top of each other, and even
Yep.
does the background vocals, which is him backing
So
up
it sounds like a
himself.
choir.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's like the
Yeah.
whole thing. It's just
Incredible.
amazing. It's just amazing, and like I said, I'm
So
not
cool.
musical, but I kind of live vicariously through him, because he's
Well, it
just
sounds like he couldn't be more musical, and he obviously got it from somewhere. So,
yeah. That's true. That's true. Maybe I should take a little credit.
yeah, just a little bit for sure.
All right, Lily. Before I let you go, and please come back. We have to do this again.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, definitely.
when
Maybe in
the EP
person if
comes
I
out.
come to a show.
Oh,
If I come to a show down there,
you come to a show down here, we'll bring you to the studio and we'll do it here.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too. That would be blast. We would have the best time.
So fun.
We
Yeah,
could
heck
we could do a
yeah.
little impromptu. We're on Main Street in this little town that I'm St.
Oh,
Albans, and they've got a little pit set up in the middle of Main Street, and they have
I'm
music
there.
in there all the time. People, always playing there. So yeah, we got you if you come in.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So
I'm
okay,
booking my flight.
please do. Please do. Before I let you go, though,
Mm.
run through your social media and where we can find your music.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Lily Lane.
Yeah.
You can find me on YouTube at Lily Lane Music, youtube.com/Lily Lane Music. And any streaming service, Lily Lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else
It
is there?
comes right
Spotify,
up.
Lily Lane.
The
Yeah,
only
yeah.
the only issue I had was I put two L's in Lily,
Oh,
and
yeah. One
it
L.
one L, because it on Instagram it didn't come up. I'm like, I know
Oh.
this is what it is, and then I was like, oh yeah, too many L's. I got it. Then it came right up.
Yes. So LILYLANE.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's my dumb ass.
No, no, no.
Is there?
I blame my mother. How dare she spell it the way that most people don't spell it?
No. She did right.
Okay,
That's
good.
because the one with one L, that's kind of entertainer. That to me that says musician. You put an extra L in
Oh,
that, that's probably something else.
thank you, Casey.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
That's
my
right.
mom.
Yeah, very good
Woo.
job, Casey. Lily Lane on on a border or outside a theater, that looks good.
Marquee.
A
Heck
marquee,
yeah.
that was the word I was looking for. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
look
Yeah, I
good.
got you.
Who's the you can pick one person to play with or to do a song with. Who would it be?
Oh.
And I know there's a ton
Um,
you'd probably love to work with.
yeah.
Who's the one?
I'm gonna say my friend AJ Smith. He is like your child in that he can play any instrument.
Yeah.
He's so amazing. And we have a song coming out together I don't think it's on the EP, but we have a song coming out together at some point. So I think it would be really fun to do like touring with him. And then if it was someone I didn't know and it could be anyone, I think like John Legend or Michael Bublé would be a fun duet.
Ooh, that would be. Yes. Yeah. I could totally see you singing with John Legend. I think your voice would go really well with his.
I think he just has the greatest
He
voice.
does.
Like, wow, what a guy.
I also think you'd sound pretty good with the the guy that used to run Colbert's band.
Uh,
Is his name? He just won a bunch of Grammys and stuff.
I know who you're talking about. I need a dollar, baby.
Yes, that's it.
I need a
I can't believe I
dollar,
can't think of
baby.
his name. It'll hit me as soon as we stop.
Aloe Black. I need.
I think that's
I'm
it.
looking
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I think so. I think so. But if I'm wrong, that was the song.
That was the song. You had the song.
Yeah. I knew you were well, because I immediately thought of Questlove, but then that's
Yeah.
Jimmy
That's Jimmy
Fallon's.
Fallon. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
also terrific, but
Yeah,
I know it's
for
kind
sure.
of, it's all the talk shows have really good bands.
Unbelievable bands.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Do you
And a lot of them are like jazz bands too, because jazz bands are
yes.
so good at improvisation and they
Oh
have
yeah,
to
they can
be
do
like
anything.
ready. Yeah,
Do
so
you
cool.
have a band? Do you like have one
Uh,
that you usually use?
I have a New York band that I usually use, and then I have an LA band that I usually use. Um, but there's no consistent one person that's always with me. I like working with a lot of
Yeah.
different musicians, and yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to just jam with people.
Well, it is. Yeah, if you have that
Yeah,
ability, there's
yeah,
and you know, just as a fan, we love it when musicians get together and just kind of,
yeah.
improv and just
Do
kind
their
of
thing.
play off of each other. I love that. Love that. Well,
Yeah,
Lily, stay in touch. We have to do this again.
I certainly will. I promise, and you too. Okay.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not a musical guy, but I did spend a decade working for Ticketmaster. My wife has spent 26 years working for Live Nation. My family, my grandfather was a uh, Baptist minister, and everybody in all my aunts, my grandmother, my uncles, they were all musical and played or sang at the church. So we've got all that. And then, my wife's family is very musical. And we're a combined family. So she had two, I had two. So we have four together. The other parents, my ex-spouse, her ex-spouse, who are terrific people, they're very musical. So I'm surrounded by music. So I absolutely, even though I'm not musical myself, I can definitely appreciate it. And Lily, it's crazy how talented she is. If you haven't heard her voice, do yourself a favor, look it up right now, Lily Lane. Pick any song. It doesn't really matter. The new one is Reciprocation, but any of her songs, and you'll recognize just how talented she is. Her brother, she kind of alluded to, is Tucker Halpern with Sophie Tucker. So just a crazy talented. It sounds like her other brother is also very musical. Just an incredibly talented person, and not just the singing. The voice is amazing, but she's a really good songwriter. I mean, just talented. Talented. Do yourself a favor, check out Reciprocation. The upcoming EP is Domesticated. The title track is already out, so make sure that you check those out. Reciprocation's out now. The video comes out on this Friday, so definitely take a look at that. I've watched some of her other videos. Makes sense that she's married to somebody in the entertainment business because the videos are really well done. I'm sure her husband helps with some of that. Thank you guys for tuning in with us again this week. If you're finding us for the first time, I'm so happy that you're here. Would love to have your support. It's easy to do. It's free. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Really does help us out. Our website's meistercon.com. You can find over 1,000 episodes, audio and video versions. If we're doing something in studio, it'll be on there. If we're going on location, if we're going to see a Lily Lane concert, all of that will be on the website, meistercon.com. So please check us out there. Wanted to mention too, those that watch the podcast know that about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. The medicine is doing wonderful things. I'm doing really well, but I have occasional bad days, especially after I've been traveling or overly busy for a little while. So I'm having a couple of bad days, not terrible, but a little bit bad. And when that happens, I tend to shake a little bit. I'm a little shaky. To prevent that, I do when I'm interviewing to kind of when I feel that kind of shake, I do a lot of in and out. So you'll see me crossing my arms or leaning in or leaning back, and that little bit of movement keeps me from having a more noticeable shake. So I've had people comment on that before. They're like, "Boy, you use that space quite a bit," but that's what's going on. So if you notice that, that's the Parkinson's. But overall, I'm doing terrific. You know, when I was first diagnosed, I knew something was up because I'm a runner, and my left leg started to drag, and my face started getting tight right through here. The medicine has fixed most of that. So I'm doing really well. But wanted to mention that it's been a little while since I brought that up. Just want to let you know what you may be seeing happen. Lily Lane, Reciprocation is out now. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody.